All right, guys. So if you're on YouTube and you're watching this today, it's gonna be like a chill session. We're just going to run through what we did yesterday, right? And we're gonna do some past paper questions on those areas to just cement and reinforce what we learned yesterday, right? So yesterday we looked at a determinant and we said the singular, you'd call something a singular matrix if the determinant is zero. If it's non-singular, the determinant would be not zero. So non-zero. So singular matrix, right? And we also looked at adjoint and inverse. Remind me, guys, if I wanted to write the symbol for adjoint, wouldn't I write that? Do you remember that? If I wanted to find the adjoint of a matrix, wouldn't I use that symbol? I'll say adjoint of A. Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And if I wanted to find the determinant, I would write that matrix A and I would have two lines on either side. That's the symbol for the determinant. And do you all remember the symbol for the inverse?
1 over the
1
determinant.
over the determinant of A
Right.
adjoint A.
Right? 1 over the
So
determinant.
going back with adjacent by, is adjoint by
I
now?
almost say adjacent. I say adjacent and then I say adjoint.
Yeah. Hey, we're catching you in 4K, you know. We're catching you in 4K, boy, Romano, boy. You can't. and you say you go and edit these things. I hope you edit all the clips where you're lacking.
Yeah, I can edit it off.
Actually, don't leave it. That'll be funny. That'll be funnier. Right? Right? And just remind me, guys, if I multiplied a matrix A by its inverse, what would you get? The what matrix?
1. Well,
The
itself.
identity matrix.
Right, the identity matrix. And we said the identity matrix is equivalent to
1.
So if you multiply any matrix by the identity matrix, what will you get?
Itself.
You get itself, right? Right? And do you remember what I is equal to? What's the 2 by 2 matrix for I?
1 0 0 1.
Right, 1 0 0 1. Great. So we okay. Do you all remember how to do matrix multiplication?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, matrix multiplication. And we also looked at simultaneous equations. So the only missing part of the puzzle is transformations, which we will cover tomorrow, 7 to 10 p.m. Right? I don't think it would take us that long. This is a really short topic, right? And then we can move on to vectors. So this is a plan for today. So somebody give my year. We're gonna jump straight into it.
So 2021.
2021. I think that was COVID, you know. Right? I honestly think that was COVID.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so for COVID, they didn't have and you know, if I tell you something, I write, wait, did I write CXE in 2020 or 2021, boy? I think it was 2021, you know. I really not that old, you know. Like, I swear to God, I really not that old.
I think 2020 was the COVID.
Yes, sir.
And I don't have 2021. It didn't have a paper 2 for 2021. I had a paper 1. Right? Come on over here. I really is, you know. Give my year fast.
Try 2019.
2019, right? Let me just do January 2019, shall we? All right. So 3 matrices are given as follows. I feel like it should have been as follows. No, it should have been as follows. I don't teach English. I never said I teach English, right? So they're giving us P, Q, and R. So P is -1, 2, 0, 5. Quickly, guys, what is the order of that matrix? What is the order of this matrix? How much rows?
2 by 2.
You see in 2 rows and you see in 2 columns. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix, right? Okay. What matrix is this?
2
2
by
by
1.
1.
2 by 1. You see in 2 rows and you see in 1 column. These are 2 by 1, right? They're 2 by 1. And what's this?
2 by
2 by
1.
1.
Right. Let me see how bad all is, right? Would P by Q work out if I said P by Q? If I multiplied
Yeah.
P by Q,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
it would work out because P is at 2 by 2 and Q is at 2 by 1. The inner numbers are the same and the final answer would be a what matrix? Let me see if I
2 by
remember.
1.
By
2
1.
by 1.
By 1, right? 2 by 1. Right. Question, do you think Q by P would be compatible? Q by P, would that be
No,
compatible?
sir.
No.
No, right? Because we know Q is 2 by 1, right? And we know P is 2 by 2. Are the inner numbers the same? Tell me, guys, are the inner numbers the same?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. Okay, so let me continue. Using a calculation to support your answer. Wait, okay. I thought they was gonna ask us if it was compatible or not, but they want us to explain if it's a singular matrix or a non-singular, right? Remind me, guys, if a matrix is singular, what is the determinant,
0.
0.
0.
right? And if it's non-singular, what is the determinant?
Not 0.
Not equal to 0.
Right. So let me find the determinant of P, right? So how would I find the determinant of P?
Negative 5. Negative 1 times 5, sorry. Minus 2 multiplied by 0.
Right. And I think from yesterday, you would understand that 0 by 2 and 2 by 0 means the same thing, right? So it doesn't matter the order in which you multiply. Multiplication is commutative, right? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I see how bad my laptop's sticking, I tell you now, like, as soon as I get my new laptop, right, I stream it on every platform, right? This laptop will have a real hole in my back. But hey, the levels that's when I get my new laptop, right? What is minus 1 by 5?
Negative 5.
Right? Minus, what is 0 by 2?
0.
Right. So matrix P is a singular or non-singular?
A non-singular.
Right. You would say matrix P is a non-singular matrix. Right? Because determinant of P is not equal to 0. We okay with this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Given that PQ is equal to R, determine the values of A and B. This is a really nice question. It's a nice question, right? I like this question. So we know that P is equal to minus 1, 2, 0, 5. We know that Q is equal to A, B. And we know that R is equal to 11, 15. Right. Okay. So we're going to multiply P by Q, right? So we're going to write P here. P is minus 1, 2, 0, 5. Yeah. I'm going to multiply that by Q. And we saying that is equal to what? What is that equal to? What are they saying is equal to?
11 and 15.
Right. Now let me explain something. If you multiply a 2 by 2 by a 2 by 1, what is the final answer going to be? It's going to be of what order?
2 by
2
1.
by 1.
2 by 1.
And what kind of matrix is this?
A 2
A
by
2
1.
by 1.
2 by 1 matrix.
Anytime you have the same order of the matrix on either side, you could equate like terms or the equivalent element. You'll see what I mean. But just keep that in mind, right? Once it's the same order, you could just equate the corresponding elements. So, how would I more taking off the training wheels? We do real practice yesterday. Tell me. No training wheels.
Negative 1 times A plus 2 times B.
Right?
0 times A plus 5 times B.
Right. Let's go. Ball, peak, right? Big up yourself. Right? So if anybody looking at this and they confused, when you multiply matrices, it's rows by columns. So if you would look at this row, that's the first row, and you're going to multiply it by the only column you have. So this is the first element here, this is the second element, this is the first element here, this is the second element. So you would say minus 1 by E, right? And you would add that to 2 by B. And then you would do the same thing for the 0 and the 5. Okay. And this is equal to what again? Remind me. What's that equal to?
11 and
15.
15.
15.
Yeah, that's 11 and 15. Let's just simplify the left-hand side. What is minus 1 by a?
Negative 1A.
Right? I could just write negative a, right?
Not N.
Yeah, but you're correct, you know. It's just it's understood to be 1, right? What is 2 by b?
2B.
2B.
Right? The question is to be or not to be. We are going to be great, right?
Yes, sir. 2B.
Right? What's 0 by a?
0.
Right? What is 5 by b?
5B.
5B.
I really like this question, boy. It's a nice question. Right? So let's just do some simplification real quick. So can we simplify minus a plus 2b? Are they like terms?
No, sir, they're not.
No.
No, this come like a horse and this come like a cat. Can they make a baby?
No.
No.
And not even a question.
Two species, if something is two different species, they can't make a child, right? I don't teach biology, but I think we know that interspecies, I don't know the proper term, but like you can't have
Basic common sense.
basic common sense, right? I'll just put it like that, basic common sense. What's 0 plus 5b?
5B.
Okay. And that's equal to 11, 15. So watch what we're gonna do, right? We could see that this is a 2 by 1 matrix. And to make sure you're not confused, let me just put this in brackets so you know that is one entire element. So you have one element here and one element here. So altogether you have 2 rows, right? 2 rows and you have 1 column. Don't let the minus a plus 2 be confusing. This is an entire thing by itself, right? So it's just one term here and one term here. So 2 by 1. And this is also a 2 by 1. So what do you think I'm going to put minus a plus 2b equal to?
11.
11, yes. What do you think I'm going to say 5b is equal to?
15.
15. So guys, we're going to end up with 2 equations, all right? We're going to end up with 2 equations. We're going to end up with minus a plus 2b is equal to 11. That's 1. And we're going to end up with 5b is equal to 15. Now, which one of them could we solve for easily?
The 5B.
5B.
Right, because how much unknowns do you have there?
Too many. Waste 2.
2.
I like that. That's a good thing to remember. Too many. Too many. That's a good one. See what you did there? Too many, right? Too many. All right. Anytime you have one unknown, you can solve it easily. So how would I find for B over here? Tell me, guys. How I find it for B?
You divide it from both sides.
Right. The B is being multiplied by 5. So you do the opposite to cancel off the 5. So you divide by 5. Right? So B is equal to?
3.
Right. And if we know B is equal to 3, where could we plug that into now?
The second equation, which was the 2B minus.
Yeah, 2B. So it will be 2 by 3.
Right? So it's going to become minus A, right? Everywhere you see B, replace that with 3, right? So 2 by 3 is equal to 11. So it's going to be minus A. 2 by 3 is 6, is equal to 11. What are we trying to find for over here?
Minus A.
Minus A.
So here what? The minus A, it belongs on the left-hand side. Who doesn't belong here?
The 6.
The
Yeah, what
6.
what is 6 doing over there, boy? What is 6 doing over there? Right?
6 should be outside, sir.
6 outside. I don't know what I see what I do there. Right? So,
Stick it out.
right? So we're gonna move that 6 outside, right? So minus A would be equal to 11 minus 6. What is 11 minus 6? 11.
5.
5.
5, sir.
We want to find for negative A or E? Let's tell man. We're trying to find for.
A.
A.
Right. So you would have to divide both sides by negative 1 because you're not seeing it, right? But this is negative 1A, right? So you would divide both sides by negative 1, or you could multiply both sides by negative 1, right? So the negative 1 and the negative 1 would cancel off. So you would end up with negative 5. Are you all confused or you understand?
No, sir.
I understand.
Okay, and if you wanted to check if your answer is correct, let me show you how you could do that, right? I'm gonna show you how you can do that quickly. We know that matrix P is minus 1, 2, 0, 5. And guys, what do we know matrix Q is now? Where's matrix Q?
-5 and 3.
Yes, -5 and 3, because we found A to be -5 and found B to be 3. So we know what matrix Q is now, right? So A is -5, right? And B is 3. So when I multiply this out, what's supposed to get? If we correct, what am I supposed to get?
11 and 15.
There we go, right? So I'm gonna just aggressively do this, right? So -1 by -5 is 5. You're gonna add that to 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is 6, right? 0 by -5 is 0. 5 by 3 is plus 15. What's 5 plus 6?
11.
0 plus 15 is 15. Are we correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Great. 3 marks. Okay, guys, in the exam, you're gonna leave out a lot of working over here, right? I think this was a nice question. I don't think it was too hard, and I think it tested your understanding a good bit. What do you think about this question?
It was good, sir. Just a
So
little,
too much walking.
a little bit of writing, but it was good.
Too much working. When you're doing this, right, in the exam, you don't have to write this line, Like, you see, we have 0 plus 5b. You don't have to put 0 plus 5b, you could just write 5b. So in the exam, chances are you're not gonna have this working, right? So you'll just have this, this, and this, right? If you're really good in maths, you could jump from this line to this line and then the answer. So what I'm showing you here is the full process. But in the exam, you don't have to do all this, right? This is just for everybody's understanding. Is there anybody that's really confused by this question? Tell me.
But I just joined.
Oh, so you might be a
So I also just joined.
oh shucks. But here what, right? Check out back the recording. The next questions I'll be doing, you all could do with me so I can see how much you understand. Right? So tell me your names. 2 people I just joined. What's your names?
Deja.
Nicholas.
Asia and Nicholas. All right. So when I'm doing that question next, all you do with me, right? All right. State the reason. Although we call this, we call this. What are they asking you here? What are they asking you in battery? We call that.
If QP is not possible.
How do you know if if a product can't happen?
Multiplication?
Rows and the column.
Okay, I'm not hearing anybody, right? Remind me, what was matrix Q? Matrix Q was a what type of matrix?
2 by 1.
2.
Right? And matrix P, right? It was a 2 by 2. Can I just multiply that all willy-nilly? Or does the order matter?
The order matters.
That matters.
Yeah, the order matters, right? It matters significantly. So if I go to multiply Q by P, right? What would I put first?
The 2 by 1 and then the 2 by 2.
Okay, is that compatible?
No.
No.
Right? Right? Run the juice bowl. Or run the Ravi B. Right? It's not compatible. Right? Okay. And when you're writing the statement, you will have to say it is not compatible because the number of what would this be at the number for the row or the column? This one. What would that be?
As the column.
Yeah, right. So you would say it is not compatible because the number of columns for Q is not the same.
As the number of rows for P.
Exactly. It's not the same as the number of rows for P, right? And I think we could understand that. So anytime you're going to do a multiplication for two matrices, right? You're going to look at the order. So this is a 2 by 2, this is a 2 by 1. So 2 by 1, 2 by 2. Why? Because it said Q by P, right? This is wait, what there? This is Q, right? So we put Q first, and this is P, so we put P second. Are the two inner numbers the same?
No, sir.
No, if the two inner numbers are not the same, then it will not work out. And remember, right? Just remember, a matrix is given by row by column. So we have row by column there, and we have row by column here. So I think you can see what I'm saying, right? So this 1 represents the number of columns in the first matrix, and this 2 represents the number of rows in the second matrix. Is everybody crystal clear with this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good. Right? So let me continue, right? Let me continue. So, Deja, give my year. Give my year.
2018,
2018, so no more. January or June?
January.
January, all right. Boy, this question looking interesting, boy. Wow. Looking like an interesting question, boy. Anywho.
I look at rates of change for maths.
Yes, I love rates of change. I love rates of change, right? When you have connected, when you have two different rates of changes and you need to figure out one final rate of change. I love those questions.
So what's your favorite topic?
My favorite topic in maths or hard maths?
Maths.
In regular maths, I think. Regular maths. I'm a hard maths type of guy. I'm a hard maths type of guy. And like I can tell you what I hate the most, if you want to hear that. I hate statistics and probability the most. I hate that so much. It's so ugly. I hate it. I hate it. Right?
Are you so ugly?
Yeah, I don't like statistics and probability. Both of them ugly. I don't like it. Right? For some context, I do in my bachelor's in electrical and computer engineering. And for our math course, one of the topics is probability and statistics. I hate that so much. But you know what? I believe if I sit down and I try to understand it properly, I think I'll like it. But I'm just saying I don't like it. Right? In hard maths, I love calculus. So that's differentiation and integration. I also like proofs, like trigonometric proofs. In maths, boy, I like circle theorem. That's why I like circle theorem real cool.
Huh? And this guy, he likes circle theorems. No
Circle
way.
theorem is actually good. It's not that difficult to do. Once you
No.
know how to
It
do circle
depends on the
theorem, it sounds like
theorem.
easy stuff.
It
I
depends.
have
And sometimes they're bringing it like
Because
hell.
if it's the 2 times at the center is what the sum at the center is 2 times at the angle. Now that one is T, but the rest of them,
Hear what, right? Did you all see I did the entirety of circle theorem, everything, all the theorem. I do past paper questions too. Okay, see that live?
No, so I don't watch it today. Well, later on today.
Let me go on YouTube and call you up to some good stuff.
So once I could keep up to speed with like what I just covered, I'll be fine, or like you think I still should like watch the live from yesterday?
I think you should watch the live from yesterday. I think you should do that without a doubt, right? Because yesterday we cover everything in matrices except transformations, and we tie everything together. Go watch it. It will make everything make so much more sense, right?
Okay,
So
sir.
look, all of circle theorem live number 4 have everything there. Everything. Don't stick. Right? So if you have trouble with circles, go look at that. But I like circle theorem because I think it's like a game. Believe it or not, I think it's like a game. I think it's like you gotta spot the you're trying to spot something. I think that's why I like it. It's like you're playing hide and seek or something. Real cool. So 2018. Let me see what matrix question I have there. All right. So Deja, let me go. First things first, Deja. What is the order of this matrix? How much rows and columns is in?
Yeah, 2 by 2.
These are 2 by 2, right? How much rows and columns is in here?
2 by 3.
No. You always say
3 by 2.
you always say row by columns. Row by columns. Guys, if we count the number of rows, right? 1, 2, 3. That's 3 rows. Right? 3 rows. And you see 2 columns. So this is a 3 by 2. Question, guys. Would we be able to multiply B by A?
No, sir.
No.
I hear a no.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, yes, yes.
Wait,
Yes.
It
yes.
will become, yeah.
Let me look at it carefully, yeah? Let me look at it carefully. What's the order of B?
3
3
by
by 2.
What's the order of A?
2
2
by
by
2.
2.
By 2.
Are the inner numbers the same?
Yeah.
No. There's what? No.
No,
Yeah.
they are the same.
Watch.
3 by 2 and 2 by 2.
2 and 2 is watch. And 2 is the same number. Watch. You can see it.
Oh,
The
I
same.
was watching the top.
No, you gotta look at the inside, the two numbers inside.
Yes. If the 2 numbers on the inside is the same, that means you could go ahead and multiply it. Right? Do you all think A by B could work?
No.
No.
No,
No.
sir.
What is the order of matrix A?
2 by 2.
2 by 2.
Right. What is the order of matrix B?
3
3
by
by
2.
3
2.
by 2.
Would that work?
No.
Right? So I'm gonna put a little heart here. Right? We'll break heart here. Hashtag relatable. Well, not for me. Not for me. I know a good, I know a nice relationship. I happy.
Sir, I was not going to ask you a question, you know, sir.
Not for sure. Yeah, so let me find A, right? The inverse of A. Yeah, tell me.
The wrote it as A then B, and you have it as B then A.
This was just to show you guys which cases would be possible, right? That is all that was. So I was just showing you guys that, okay, here what I'm saying, right? If they ask you to find B by A, right? Would it work out? According to this, would it work out?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This would work out. Now I'm saying hypothetically, if you get a question and they said A by B, would that work out?
No.
No. And you would have to say why. So you would say, you would put this down, you would put that down, right? And you would say the number of columns in the first matrix is not equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, right? Just like the question we just did. They like to ask these types of questions, state why the product is not possible, right? So I was just showing all of that now. I was just showing all of that. So you can have some idea of what to expect in case you see it, right? So for part 1, we want to find the inverse of A. So Deja, do you remember the formula for the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix?
I remember something to do with the adjoint and the determinant.
Right. So it's going to be 1 over the determinant, right? Multiplied by the adjoint of E. So that being said, we need to find the determinant and we need to find the adjoint. So let's find the determinant first. How would I find the determinant of this?
Negative 1 by 2 minus
0 by 3.
3 by 0.
Minus 0 by 3.
Right. So the Apple pencils starting to have trouble again with the jail. Anyways, let me continue, right? So yeah, minus 1 by 2, the product of the first diagonal, right? Minus 1 by 2, right? Then what?
0 by 3.
Subtract 0 by 3.
Right? I got answer 3 by 0, but 0 by 3 is the same thing, right? Yeah. What is minus 1 by 2?
Negative 2.
Right? Let Deja answer, right? I want Deja to get this on lock, right? And Deja, where's 3 by 0?
0.
And okay, if I take away 0, if I say 5 minus 0, would the 0 affect it?
No,
So do I need to write the 0?
no.
So I could just write -2. You okay with the determinants?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me find the adjoint now. So if you want to find the adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix, you are going to swap the first diagonal. So if I swap those elements, I'm going to write 2 over here, and I'm going to write -1 over here. So you with me up to that part?
Yes, sir.
Right? And then you're going to change you're going to change the sign for the elements in the second diagonal. So would 0 change?
No.
No, 0 wouldn't change, right? Guys, -0 doesn't make sense. If you draw a number line, you would know that 0 is exactly in the middle, right? So 0 doesn't change. And what would the 3 turn to?
-3.
Right, 3 would turn to -3. Okay, now we just need to combine everything. So the inverse is going to be 1 all over -2, right? And you're going to multiply that by the adjoint. What is the adjoint?
2, 0, -3, -1.
Right. And to finalize your answer, you need to multiply everything on the inside by -1/2. Right? So, Deja, what is -1/2 times 2?
-1.
Right. Here what? I will do I'll still take my time, right? Let me show you how we will work this out. 1 by 2. Right? 1 by 2 is 2 over -2. Right? What is anything by 0? What is anything by 0?
0.
0. Then we're going to do 1 over -2 by -3. So to work that out, you're going to multiply 1 by -3. What is 1 by -3?
-3.
And we're going to put that over?
-2.
Right. Then we are going to say, well, we have -1/2 and -1. So where's 1 by -1?
-1.
Right? So -1 over -2. You're cool. Right? And again, if you're really good in maths, and besides, if you're good in maths, you'll have a CAS. All you hear that? I can't say calculate. I can't say, instead of me saying calculator, I say in Casio. Because Casio is the only thing I know.
Boy. So,
Yeah, tell me.
so my calculator got mashed up because water got into it.
Your calculator mash up?
Yeah, water got into it. Yes, sir, water got into it.
Hey, boy. They need to make a waterproof Casio. I'll talk to Casio, I'll talk to the brand ambassadors, and I'll make that product. Make that
Boy.
product. Yeah, don't worry. I'll call the big dogs in Casio. Who's saying I'm sponsored by Casio? Actually not. That would be nice. Casio, if somehow you're looking at this video, sponsor me now. I'll lose my Casio calculator and I'm real heartbroken. Right? I'm real heartbroken. And for why the calculator is $400 in Trinidad? Why? That
Well,
don't,
let's take it. Go with Sunway and all too, sir.
I know, but Casio have like I know it's the exact same thing, eh? And honestly, I'm gonna buy a Sunway like probably tomorrow or something. I've been real, right? I'm not gonna spend $400 on a Casio. I had that rich. So yeah, but like if you have a Casio, it's like aura points, like have a Casio.
You want to buy that calculator though?
Say that again?
This Sunway.
Sharp. Because I have a sharp.
You still with your shop. Here it is, eh? If you get a Casio, right, and you start using it, and you see how easy it is to make your life, you'll never look at a shop again. Never. I'm telling you, from my experience. Because I had a shop.
Teacher before and there was like Casio, it's programmable.
No,
And
Casio, not programmable.
no, they have non-programmable one.
I don't know where that come from. A Casio's the FX991EX and ES Plus is not programmable. If it was programmable, you'd have had an input where you could get up to like a computer or something and program it. That is a dumb rumor. Like that is rage bait me. when people say Casio is not allowed in the exam, that is like itch my brain. I just feel like this.
So you look getting rip off though. I don't know where you buying your Casio. I get mine for like 285, sir.
Well, I heard that from our students. The 400, I heard that from our students. Yeah,
Yeah, the class was just that price.
yeah, right? But guys, the Casio is non-programmable and it's allowed in the exam, right? And with the Casio, you could actually put in fractions. Not this, like, okay, with a sharp, let me just say you wanted to put 2 over minus 2, right? It's going to look like this. What is this? What is this? Oh, what?
Nonsense.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Guys, I'm sure there's something, right? I tell all your Casio should really sponsor me, I boosting their sales so much. So much. I'm a Casio here. If it will just work, come na Casio, work. Return to home, use calculator. All right.
Sir, when buying Casio, which model is best?
This is the 570 or the 991EX. Right? You see, the model is, what's that? My computer real lag and I can't even annotate like it bad. But you see to the top by the tree, like the red, the yellow, and the green. Like you see in where the top is, and you see in FX 570 and 991EX. That's the model. Right?
But sir, anything wrong with the 300 one, or it does the same thing, please?
I would not recommend the 300 ES plus together.
Okay.
Because that one, like, okay, with these models, you could actually solve equations using a calculator. Like it's crazy. Let me show you something, right? Let me just say I had an equation, x plus y. No, I say I had x plus 7 is equal to 3, right? I could literally plug that into my Casio, right? X plus 7, right? Equal 3. And come on, not crazy. You could solve equations on the Casio. You could literally solve equations on the Casio. Are you seeing that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you
So,
can't do that.
Feels now you make me feel sad.
You understand why I say Casio better than Sharp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even close, right? And another thing, let's just say I wanted to put 2 over minus 2. All I would have to do is press 2, the fraction button, minus 2. That's it. It really, like, that's so easy. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Language, but this is like real upset now. What is this? What is tell me.
You remember I had
R
a
minus
sharp
2.
at your thumb, should I get a Casio or a Sunway?
That is 2R minus 2.
And any calculation you're doing with this on your sharp, you'll have to put it in brackets. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? With
Before,
cast.
sir.
Yeah, tell mom, Nikolai.
Did you remember I had a sharp before, sir?
You did?
Yeah, I did. The 24 hours. I did the sharp. I was really lagging behind with that sharp.
Yes. Well, if you have a sharp, it's real lag behind. Right? I would recommend people on the TikTok live. This is the one I would recommend, the FX 570 991EX. Right? FX 570 or the 991EX or the 991ES Plus. Right? Okay. Let's continue, right? So 2 over minus 2, right? What is 2 over minus 2, guys? 2 over minus 2.
And minus 1.
-1.
Right? And if that confuses you, watch. You have 2 over 2. Where's 2 into 2?
1.
1.
Right? And then you have a positive divided by a negative. Where's a positive divided by a negative?
Negative.
So -1. Hope nobody is confused. Right? -1. Go back to 0 there. Right? We have a negative divided by a negative. So what that would be? What that would work out to be?
Would that be a positive?
Positive.
Right. That would be a positive, right? And then we have another negative divided by a negative. What would that result in?
Positive.
Positive as well.
Right. If your fraction cannot be reduced, leave it, right? So you see how I have 3 over 2.5? I can't reduce it further, so I'm just going to leave it. I am just going to leave it, right? Cool. So how are we feeling about this question? Like, are they okay with the inverse now? After yesterday?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Ole, watch. And we know how to do this question? And we know what the answer is supposed to be?
Itself.
No. If you multiply,
One.
if you multiply a matrix by I, then you will get back A, right? But over here, they want you to show that A inverse by A is I, right? Now,
So
just
this is 1.
1001. 1001. That's the identity matrix, which is equivalent to 1, right? So guys, we know that the identity matrix is supposed to be what? What is the identity matrix?
1001.
1001, right? So here what we're going to do, right? We are going to multiply A inverse by A, and what are we supposed to get if we are correct?
1001.
Right. So A inverse, we have it here. This is what A inverse is. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it over here. And I'm going to multiply that by A, right? And A is minus 1032. You don't know. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it over here, right? Right. So let's multiply this. So guys, no training wheels, eh? Think all it good by now. So tell me what to do.
So y'all learn me to do it or y'all learn somebody else?
I want to try.
Yeah, I'll let somebody else, Nicola. You're so excited that person is, and I'm excited for you, right? You have
Yes,
it.
sir, yes, sir.
You have it in the bag, man. You have it, right? So yeah, tell me.
Does it have to multiply the -1 by -1 and 0 by -3 and -1?
Take your time. So -1 by -1, it was correct here, and then
then the 0 by -1, then -1 by 3 and 0 by 3.
wait, so you're saying 0 by 3 here?
The 0 multiplied by -1, and you also have to multiply it by 3.
Yes. Let me explain something, right? I'm going to put back on the training wheels for a little bit. When you're doing matrix multiplication, it's rows by the columns. So can we see that -10 is a row over there? And we seeing that? That is a row.
Yes, sir.
We're going to multiply it by this column. Right? This is the first element here, and this is the second element here. This is the first element here, and this is the second element here. So you're going to multiply the corresponding elements. So we did -1 by -1. So what do you think I'll multiply next?
-1 by 3.
No, look at the order again. So this is the first element in the first row. This is the first element in the first column. Multiply that.
Yes, sir.
This is the second element in the...
0 multiplied by 2.
No, 0 by 3. 0 by 3. Okay, at some point, I had a little disconnect, right? So let me try to understand matrix multiplication from scratch, right? I don't want to lose marks for this, right? This is a bad place to lose marks.
Training wheels back on, sir?
Yeah, training wheels back on. So again, guys, when you do matrix multiplication, it's the rows by the columns. So guys, can you tell me what the first row is over here? What are the elements in the first row?
-1, 0.
Right, this is the first row. What is the first element here? What's the first element?
-1.
What's the second element?
0.
Okay, and again, it's row by columns. So you have this row here, and you're going to multiply it by this column. What is the first element in that column?
-1.
What is the second element in that column?
3.
Right. What are the corresponding elements? So what is the corresponding element? Like if we're talking about that row, what is the corresponding element for it in the column? Like over here.
-1.
right? Because they are both of them are the first elements. And what is the corresponding element for 0?
3.
3, because that's the second element. Are we confused? Let me know if we're confused.
No, sir.
Okay, so we are going to say -1 by -1, right? And that was this by this. So the person that was doing the woman, right? Tell me what's supposed to go in this bracket now.
0 times 3.
Right, because it's the second element here by the second element here. Right, so did we multiply everything out over here?
Yes, sir.
Right, so do we have another row we need to multiply?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to move on to this row. What is the first element in this row?
3 over 2.
Right, what is the first element in that column?
3. Oh, 0, 0.
No?
Oh,
So
this one.
here
-1.
Here what we're doing, we're multiplying everything here by this. And once we do that, then we're going to move on to the 0, 2.
Yes,
Understand?
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
watch. Right, so you're going to repeat the same procedure. Right? So I'm going to multiply 3 over 2 by what?
-1.
Right? Plus what?
A half by -1.
Watch. What is the, so okay, and we could both agree, right? This is the first element in this row.
Yes, sir.
What is the first element in this column?
-1.
Right. So the 3 over 2 going with -1. What is the second element in this row?
A half.
What is the second element in this column?
3.
Right. So it should be a half by
3.
right. And let me show you that shortcut, right? If you're doing matrix multiplication, correct? These numbers are supposed to be the same. That's all a hack to remember, right? So did we multiply everything here by this column?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Which column are we going to move on to next?
The second one, 0, 2.
Right, 0, 2. So it's the same exact procedure, right? So what is the first element in this row?
-1.
What is the first element in this column?
0.
So we're gonna say what?
-1 times 0.
Right. Plus, what is the second element in this row?
0.
What's the second element in this column?
2.
Right. So what will I write here?
0 times 2.
Right. And you know the trick by now, right? We're gonna go over here.
0.
0 had to go over here, and 2 go over there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But let me do the full working, right? You know the trick, right? But let me show you the full working. So next thing, did we multiply everything? Did we multiply everything here by this column?
Yeah.
Right. So now we're gonna move on to the other row. Where's the other row? What's the other row, guys?
3 over 2 and a half.
Right. What is the first element there?
3 over 2.
Right. What's the first element here?
0.
Right. So I'm going to say what here?
3 over 2 times 0.
Right. So you see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? The 0
Yes,
come
sir.
right? Plus what?
A half times 2.
A half times 2, right? And if anybody is confused, what is the second element there?
A half.
What is the second element in this column?
2.
Right, a half by 2. So I hope that clears up any confusion that might be there, right? So now we
Yes,
just
sir.
simplify. So what is -1 by -1?
+1.
Right? What is 0 by 3?
0.
Right. What is negative one? And I just going to put that in brackets, right? So you know there's one term there, right? What is negative 1 by 0? Actually, this
0.
is what I'm going to do, right? Negative 1 by negative 1 is 1, 0 by 3 is 0. Negative 1 by 0 is 0, 0 by 2 is?
0.
Right? 3 over 2 by minus 1 is?
Negative 3 over 2.
Right? What is a half by 3?
3 over 2.
Burnett, yes, man. You could walk into the exam with a victory, you know. I tell you, maths, wait, when I say victory, I don't mean a V, eh? I don't mean a grade V. Guys, don't think a grade V is victory. No, 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 no. I'm talking about our one, right? When we say victory, we're talking about our one. Just saying that. We don't want no grade Vs, right? And what is a half by 3?
3 over 2.
Right? What is 3 over 2 by 0?
0.
What is a half by 2?
2 over 2, which will be 1.
Right. So what is 1 plus 0?
1.
What is 0 plus 0?
0.
What is minus 3 over 2 plus 3 over 2?
1.
Max, that question, right? What is the opposite of 3 over 2?
Negative 3 over 2.
So if they combine, what happen?
6 over 2.
Now, think about it like this, right? If you have hot water, right? And you put cold water in the hot water, what happens to the temperature of the water?
I don't know, like neutral.
It will turn to neutral, right? So if I have 3 over 2, and you tell me the opposite is minus 3 over 2, if I combine these, it will be neutral, right? What is the number that represents neutrality?
I'm not sure, 0.
Yeah, 0, 0, 0, right? 0, yeah, right? And what is 0 plus 1? 1, right? 0 plus 1 is 1. Let me know if you understand that.
I understand.
Okay, good. Guys, is this what we wanted? Is that what we wanted? Is that our answer that we wanted? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yeah, we cooking with this one, right? Right? Yeah, right? Cooking with this one. Okay. Is there anybody that does not understand this? Deja, do you understand this a little better now?
Yes, sir, a lot better.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Right? Um, cool. Deja, we are not done. Now they want we to find the matrix A squared, right? Don't start a cry, yeah? It's not the end of the world. This is actually easy, right? This is actually easy. Don't be like this, right? It is actually fine. It's actually fine. It's actually fine, right?
Yeah, I feel like that right now.
Okay, if I tell you 5 squared, right? What would you do?
5 by
5
5.
5.
Okay, so if you see A squared, apply the exact same concept.
A by A.
Okay. So you think you could manage that now? You think you can multiply matrix A by itself? That hard way? You think you could do that?
So we can see back A.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure. Right? The person not talking, I really like your energy. You're talking like you're hyped. You're souped up. I like that. It's like you had the vibes through your veins. I like that energy. That's
I
good.
slept and I have the energy now.
What is your name?
Leah.
Leah? Okay. I'll remember that name. I'll call you more frequently. Right? So this is what matrix A is, right? Oh, and I was looking at yesterday live, and Leah, I'm sorry, I feel like I dismissed you so much times. I'm sorry about that, right? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if I make you feel discouraged. But
No.
yeah. All right. So this is matrix A. We want to find A squared. What is A squared?
A by
Isn't
A.
right. So we're gonna write minus 1, 0, 3, 2. And I'm going to multiply that by
minus 1, 0, 3, 2.
3, 2.
all I think is okay if I take off the training wheels.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, I'm not going to draw the visual hints, right? But I can kind of help while they're talking it through. So what would the first row for this matrix be? What's the first row?
Negative 1, 0.
Okay, what is the first column here?
Negative 1, 3.
All right. What is the first element here?
Negative 1.
What's the first element here?
Negative 1.
What's the second element here?
0.
What's the second element here?
3.
Cool. Right? So what am I going to write in the brackets?
Negative 1 times negative 1.
Right?
0 times 3.
Right? You see, look, you're getting it, right? And you're going to repeat that same procedure with the 3 and the 2.
3 times negative 1. 2 times 3.
And I show you don't even have to think that hard, right? Remember the hack I show you? Remember the hack I show you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you just put in the 3 here, put in the 2 here, drop down the minus 1, drop down the 3.
Easier now.
Yes. All right. And I want you to do that same procedure. All right. So we finished with the minus 1, 3. We're done with that. We're done with that. Now we're going to move on to the 0 and the 2. So it's the exact same procedure. So tell me, guys.
Negative 1 times 0.
Right? Plus.
0 times 2.
Right?
3 times 0. And 2 times 2.
Right. So let's see the hacker talking about, right? With the negative 1, like. Let me know for
Yes,
this.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. If you're not lining up, you're doing something wrong. Right? What's negative 1 by negative 1? What?
Positive 1.
Right. Positive 1, yeah? And what's 0 by 3?
0.
Right. 0 by 3 is 0. What is 3 by minus 1? What's a positive by a negative?
Negative.
Right? So let me show you how we're going to do this, right? Forget about the sign for now. What is 3 by 1? What is 3 by 1?
3.
Right? 3. And what is a positive by a negative?
A negative.
That is all. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard. Trust me. Right? And what is 2 by 3?
6.
Right? What is any number by 0?
0.
All right. What is any number by 0?
0.
What is 3 by 0?
0.
What is 2 by 2?
4.
Right? So a squared is just going to be, what is 1 plus 0?
1.
What is 0 plus 0?
0.
What is minus 3 plus 6?
3.
All right? And okay, if this confusing you, think of it like this, right? Anytime you have a positive number, think of it as you have that. So if you have $6 and you spend 3, you take away 3, how much money you remain with?
3.
Exactly, right? So if you have $6, so positive 6 means you have $6, and negative 3 means that the money leaving your account, going. So if you have 6 and you take away 3, it's just 3, right? Cool. And what's 0 plus 4?
4.
Right. Now, that's the answer. Was that hard? What do you think about it? What do you think about it?
No, it wasn't that hard.
Right? I tell you, matrices is easy marks. Once you understand it, easy marks, boy. It really not that hard. Right? So again, we cooking. Right? We cooking, man. Cooking, right? And are you ready for me to show you something I'm gonna change your life?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Or this will only work if you have a Casio, eh? Sorry, sharp users. get a Sunway, get a Cost 2, or whatever it is. It's even cheaper than a shop, right? It's already names on. You can get a Sunway, right? Alternatives to a Casio. A Sunway, and guys, how much for a Sunway? How much for a Sunway?
$5.
What? Bro, what?
$35 a sub. I have a sub and a drink.
I get confused, man.
She probably think it's a Subway.
Oh,
That's I buy mine's like 175. Is around that range, 150 to 200, sir.
Leah, I could lie with you, you know. I could lie with you. I like that. I like that positivity. You only thinking about food. I like that.
So that isn't me. Sorry.
That was the Kimi. That was
Oh,
that good, sir.
okay. Yeah, Kimmy, right? It seems like you real like food. I real like food as well, right? I'll imagine I'll in the exam paper and I'll see somewhere and I'll start drawing on the paper. Oh, do that, eh? Do that. This is Sunway,
Sir,
not Subway.
sir, at first, I thought Subway was giving away calculators until I see the W.
Oh, you thought Subway was giving away calculators?
Yeah, because when I saw it at first, I didn't see the W, so I assumed it was Subway.
Oh,
I wish there was. That would be my excuse to eat some Subway.
yeah. If Subway was giving away free Casios or Sunways, I had in there one time. One time I had in there. Right? I'll hug some calculators so I can give it to all you. Right? I'll get real calculators so I can give it to all you. Right?
So where you could buy one of those too?
Wait, let me just write a very important statement here. Not to
You
be
could buy it in Mohammed's or any bookstore. Just ask for the specific kind of calculator, like the Sunway or whatever one.
Okay, thanks.
so you see in Muhammad's bookstore, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Somebody also mentioned LF trading, right? Right, so you can get it. I believe the price range is around like $150. I think. I think a shop is like 185 or 135. So like, I have no excuse, sir. Like, bro. I have no excuse to have a shop in the big 2025. We're going into 2026.
So I have no calculator.
Oh my God.
It's my brain. It's my brain. It is my brain.
It's a human calculator.
Calculate for sign, no?
Okay. If you want me to calculate for sine, I will use the Taylor series, right?
No, sir, I was asking Kimi to calculate for sign because she said
Yeah,
she
she said the calculator and she brains so.
Well, don't worry, Kimmy, we will do a question together and I'll see if the calculator in your brain. Don't worry. But hear what I Kimmy, I recommend getting a calculator. Even if you're good in mental maths, get a calculator.
Yeah, I'll get one for the Christmas.
That's good. Right? Let me show you this Taylor series thing I'm talking about. Anyone going to do pure maths?
I might be doing that, sir.
Probably not.
Okay, well, if you're not doing pure maths, I'll just ignore this. Right? If you think you might do pure maths, you could like stay and like look at it. That was what day? That wasn't numerical techniques. That wasn't summation, pure maths.
But I have a question though, but when you finish, I'll ask.
Sure.
So I have a question. You know how to plot graph and thing on a graph sheet?
Yeah.
I can ask.
Yeah, I
I
know
get in
how
trouble
to.
with that. I get in trouble with that.
Here what? If I have time, right? I don't have time today because at 2 o'clock, at strictly at 2 o'clock, I had to go. I had to bus out. But I do want to help you guys, right? I really do. just time is the constraint. If I could do maths for 24 hours without like just continue, I would. I really love maths. I love helping all you. But like time is the issue. Time is the issue. Um once I find time, I will show you how to do it. Right? And I find it. What did you Taylor series? Not Taylor Swift, eh? Taylor series. Yeah. Numerical approximation to derivatives. You could use Taylor series and Maclaurin series to actually estimate the value assigned. It's really cool. If any of you guys want to do pure maths, right, and are interested in it, I could do a live going through like beginner level stuff in pure maths so you can see how easy it is. I tell them all you, unit one pure maths is just add maths. I just tell them like that. Like it's real easy. Unit one pure maths, real easy. Right?
So when I done the CXC, I would go to that. But you're saying unit one real easy. So I guess in other units gonna be real difficult.
Wait, I actually prefer unit two. I don't like unit one. I know it's a bit weird, but like the topics that you do in your unit two is more in line with topics you're gonna use as an electrical engineering student. And I like electrical engineering. So that's why I liked like complex numbers and whatnot. Right? So I like that. But if you go into mechanical engineering or something, or civil, maybe you might like the unit one more.
So I would be doing something like that, sir.
Okay, well, would check more. Are you ready for the pure maths? Check more. Right? All right. So explain why, Deja, let me continue, right? Explain why the matrix product AB is not possible. AB. Why is AB not earlier? You see how we call it? You see how we call it out? You see? You see how we predicted from the start?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we predict that. Right? Once you understand the whole concept, it's so easy. So if you multiply matrix A by B, the two inner numbers are not going to be the same. Remember, guys, matrix A was a 2 by 2 matrix, and matrix B was a what? What was the order of matrix B?
3 by 2.
3 by 2.
3 by 2, sir.
Are the inner numbers the same?
No.
No, sir.
No, it's not the same. So I need to write that in English now. I would say, tell me, this 2 over here represents the number what? What does it represent?
Columns.
Right. So the number of columns in A is not what? See if you can finish my sentence.
It's not the same as the number of rows in B.
Right. So that equal to the rows. Guys, if it have anybody in class that confused, tell me now, you know, because this is an easy 1 mark to score. Like,
No, sir.
have anybody confused?
Sir, I have a question.
So you gotta.
Okay, I'm happy that you say that. I'll go it over, right? Somebody said they have a question. I'm not ignoring it. Tell me.
You could go back up a little bit to where I was writing it, right? Yeah, so I was watching the A squared part with the numbers above, right? With the blue, that part, right? I see in the middle, I have an addition sign. I remember before you had subtraction between them.
Where? No, I had plus.
Yeah, but and when you're finding the some one of them when it was finding, let's say the subtract instead of adding.
No, trust me. When you're finding the determinant for a 2 by 2 matrix, it's subtraction. It's not addition.
Yes, sir.
All right. If we go back to the notes, right, at the very start of class, right, yesterday when we was going through the concept behind everything, watch. I said that to find the determinant, It's the product of the first diagonal minus the product of the second diagonal, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I hope that clears up the confusion. So Kimmy, you're there, right?
Yes, all right, yeah.
So Kimmy, this confusion, yeah. Like, okay,
Yeah, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, gotta.
all right. Let me show you how I got that. So I want you to read the question for me. What is the question saying? What is the question saying?
Explain why the matrices product AB is not possible.
Right.
I don't know.
So AB. Tell me, what is the order of matrix A? So how much rows and columns matrix A has? How much rows it has?
2.
Right? So 2 rows. How much columns? And how much columns?
Um, 2.
Yes. So that's a column, right? So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. You with me? That's a 2 by 2
Yeah.
matrix. All right. What about B? So again, you have to tell me the number of rows first, right? So how much rows is he in here?
3.
3. How much columns is he in here?
2.
2. Right. And they wanted us to find AB, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's AB, I'm going to put on A first. A was our what? What was A? What was A? A was our what?
2 by
2 by 2. What was B?
2 by 2.
And what was B?
3 by 2.
Okay. I want you to zone in on the numbers in the middle. Are they the same? Is 2 and 3 the same number?
No.
No. So it's not compatible. If the numbers in the middle is not the same, it's not compatible. Right? That clear up the confusion?
Yeah, I don't understand what you mean there.
All right, nice. And just remember, right? When we list in the order of our matrix, it's row by columns. Row by columns.
Yeah, but the teacher didn't explain that to me. So I got confused there.
Like in school, I'm gonna say this, like in school, I feel like teachers will be pressured and they don't really have the time.
Yeah, because the period is over so quick. Like you come
Exactly.
in class and you sit down. As
Well,
I go to do past papers, the bell ring. Like
exactly, right? So like with these sessions, I could take however long, right? And I could go over everything in extreme detail. So you might see some things here that a teacher didn't explain in school. Not because the teachers is bad teachers, probably just like the time constraints. Right? Right? So, Kimmy, how much, like as you can see, when we listen the order of our matrix, right? You list the number of rows first, then you list the number of columns. Right? And do you understand that?
yeah.
Right. So, Kimmy, when you're writing this in English, right, you're going to say the number of columns in the first one. So, okay, and you understand that this 2 over here represents the number of columns. Or not? So if I lose you. Kimmy?
I hear.
Do you understand that this 2 represents the number of columns in the first matrix?
Yes, sir.
Right? And this 3 represents the what in the second matrix? So what? Watch this again, right? How did we get 3 by 2 for this matrix? What did 3 represent?
We add the column.
Wait, what did 3 represent? 3 represented the number what? You can do it. No, what does it represent? Asking if it represents an arrow or a column.
Arrow?
Right. And if you look at it, right, how much rows is he in here?
3.
Right. So I'll say it again. You see this 3 by 2? What does the 3 represent? It represents the number of
rows.
Right. And over here, this 2 represents the number of
Column.
Right. Is it the same?
No, I mean yes.
No, no,
No,
no, no, no.
no, not the same, not the same.
Tell
I
me
got it.
clearly. It's not a trick question, eh? Is 2 and 3 the same number?
Huh?
Is 2 and 3 the same number?
No.
No, it's not the same, right? So what you're going to say in English, you're going to say the number of columns in the first one is not equal to the number of rows in the second one, right? That's what you're going to say.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. I get a little confused, but
That's okay. That's okay. I
it's good to
will,
ask questions.
yes, if you ask me questions, I will take my time and I will try to help you understand as much as possible. Right? So ask your questions. Don't be scared. Without calculating, oh, Nikolai. Remember that trick I did show, eh? Look how we're going to use it here, right?
Yes.
What are you asking in part B?
State the order of the matrix product BA
With what? Without?
without calculating.
Right. Let me show you how we're going to do this, right? So B by E. B by E. Right? B by E. If you're doing B by E, right? What was the order of B?
3 by 2.
Right? What was the order of E?
2 by 2.
Right. And we can see they're compatible.
Yes, sir.
How would I know what my final answer would be? What am I going to look at?
You're gonna look at the two numbers at the ends.
Right. So if I multiply B by A without calculation, my final answer is going to be a what kind of matrix?
A 3 by 2 matrix, sir.
Right. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So the answer is a 3 by 2. Right. So it's 126. We still have some time for more questions. So like all your let the questions flow in. Give me a year, give me another year. Give me another year.
2023,
January or June?
January.
January.
2023. Okay.
So what your 5 months this year was? 60 months.
Okay. If you compare it to January 2025, I think January 2025 was one of the harder exams.
Them
Honestly,
teachers tell me this year
Sana,
60 was really
Sana,
hard. Trying to bust my brain.
Sana.
I hear what I think 2025 wasn't okay. June wasn't that bad.
So it was bad.
Wait,
I hear it was real
So
hard.
it was bad.
wait,
I
wait,
hear it was real
wait,
hard.
wait. Before, like, okay, in my previous class, I did January 2025 with them, right? And January 2025 was a lot harder. It was a lot harder, right? January 2025 was not a walk in the park. Like, it really was not, right? So if you could do January 2025 with complete confidence, you'd have done really well in June 2025. Yeah.
No, but I
But
see
say,
what
no,
you
you can
said.
pay to take the exam in January. So you won't have to do it in June.
Well,
My
I
teacher was telling me to do that, but I wanted to take it in June anyways.
No,
I
but sir, some of these questions, no, it's not that bad.
Sir, why we work in, like, say you get exams in May and we work in January past papers. Does it be the same, like January could repeat in May or something?
okay.
Something.
I want to clear up. I want to clear up something and I want to change how you're thinking, right? Maths is maths. A way to understand that maths is maths, right? Whether you do something, if you do a January paper, the same concepts you do will come in the June paper. It's not like it's different concept. It's the exact same thing, right? Hear what I'm saying? It's the exact same concepts. They might ask it differently, but it's the exact same thing. So if you're asking me if June and January different, no, it's not that different. It's the same things you're testing, right? So if you want to prepare for June, do some January papers as well. It's not like it's different, right? It's the same kind of thing. It's the same concepts. Understand?
Yes, sir.
And what it is,
Excuse me, sir.
wait, sir? I'll notice something, right? Let me show you something. And I'll keep saying repeat something. Like the only questions that might repeat is this question where they ask you why is not possible or without calculating say the order. Because you see it come in January 2018, right? And in January 2019, they ask you two, right? They ask you why is not compatible. So that's one that could come back, right? But when you think of repeat, you think of the exact same question. No, the exact same question will not come back. The exact same concept will come back. So you still need to understand the concept.
So next year exam gonna be easy then.
I manifest an easy exam. I manifest an
Excuse, sir.
Yeah, Nikolai,
So
tell me.
next year I write an exam. Prefer me.
I will pray for you, right? Tell me, Nikolai.
When do they release the January paper? Like, do they release it
In April.
June finish?
I think April. Because when I was doing extra subjects in January, when I was in Form 5, I had get my results like in April, March, April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it changed, but I think March, April. Right? So here we're gonna do now, right, guys? January 2023, and then I want to do January 2025, then I'm gonna call it a day. Right?
I have a question first.
Sure.
How you guys know when to use the adjoint and the parallel thingy for the matrices?
All right. So let me just do a quick recap for you, right? So I have three things you need to know when you deal with matrices, right? You need to know the determinant. And the symbol for determinant is two parallel lines on either side. That means you have to find the determinant. If they ask you to find the determinant, you just find the determinant. There's nothing to it. You just find the determinant. Right?
Boy, you gonna sleep, boy.
Hey, look, Devon here. Right?
What, Devon?
Hola.
Right? And if they just, now it's highly unlikely that they will ask you for these two separately. Right? It's very unlikely that they will do that. Right? But if they ask you to find the determinant, you'll just find the determinant. If they ask you to find the adjoint, well, you'll just find the adjoint. But Kimmy, what tends to happen is that they ask you to find the inverse, right? And if you want to find the inverse for a matrix, it's 1 over the determinant of the matrix, right? Multiplied by the adjoint of the matrix. So
Yes, I know that.
So here is right. So anytime you see an inverse matrix question, please just know you'll need to find your determinant and you'll need to find your adjoint. So that is when you would know when to use it, right? If you see inverse, just know you how to use both, right? All right. So, had somebody whose name I wrote down. I didn't forget you. Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Nicholas, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, Nicholas, we outside, right? We outside. So, Nicholas, let me handle this question. First things first, Nicholas, what is the order of Q? Let me just establish that. What's the
2
order?
by 2.
That 2 by 2, right? What is the order of R?
2 by 2.
Right. What's the order of S?
3 by 2.
Right. Explain why the matrix product QS is not possible. So if we write in QS, right? What was the order of Q?
2 by 2.
Right. What's the order of S?
3 by 2.
Are the inner numbers the same?
Nope.
No. So are they compatible?
No, sir.
No. So how are we gonna write that in English? In English, how are we gonna write that?
QS is not possible because
Oh wait, you don't have to add that part. Like it's understood that QS is not possible. They say that. So you know how to start off with QS is not possible because you could just jump straight into it. Right?
oh, okay, the columns in Q are not equal to the column, the rows in S.
Right. So you would say that the number of columns in Q is not equal to the number of rows in S. And again, guys, if you are confused, remember when you're writing the order, it's row first, then column. Remember that, right? So like this 2 over here represents a row. This 2 over here represents a column, right? This 3 over here represents a row, and this 2 over here represents a column. So that's why we are saying that the number of columns in Q, so the number of columns in Q, right, is not equal to the number of rows in S. And so, Nicholas, we 100% okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. State the order of the matrix product SR. Let me ask you a question. If they ask you a question like this, do you think they want you to do the entire multiplication?
No.
No.
Look at the marks. How much marks is that?
1 mark.
1 mark. You're not going to do all of that, right? You're not going to do all of that. So I want you to look at S. So they want us to find SR, right? SR. Are you going to multiply S by R? So what's S? What was the order of S?
3 by 2.
Right? And what's the order of R?
2 by 2.
First of all, is it compatible?
Yes.
Yes, it is compatible. Second thing, what are the elements on the outside?
A 3 and a 2.
So what will be the order of the final answer?
A 3 by 2.
That's it. That's it. That's literally it. Right? So 3 by 2. Right? So everybody okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Right? And in part 3, they want us to find the matrix product QR. Right? So let me try down Q. Q is equal to 2, 4 minus 1. Put it right minus 1, 4, 3. And R is equal to 1, 6 minus 5, 4. Right? Right. So Nicholas, and it's compatible, right? Because that 2 by 2 one is a 2 by 2.
Yes, sir.
And the final answer should be a what?
A 2 by 2.
Right, should be a 2 by 2. Right? Cool. So let me just, I feel lazy, guys. Let's copy and paste things. Right, so Nicholas, do you know how to do matrix multiplication?
I believe so.
Well, let me assist you a little bit, right? So what is the first row over here?
2 and negative 1.
Right. What is the first element in that row?
2.
Element. So you have 2 as the first element. What's the second element?
Negative 1.
Right. And when you're doing matrix multiplication, it's row by column. They're taking that row and they're multiplying it by this column. What is the first element in that column?
1.
What's the second element in that column?
Negative 5.
Right. So that's what you're going to do, right? So I'm going to multiply 2 by what? What do you think? 2 by what?
1.
Add what?
Negative 1 by negative 5.
Right. And you're just repeating that procedure. So you're done with the 2 minus 1. You still have to do with the 4 and the 3. So repeat the process.
4 by 6 and 3 by 4.
No.
Nope.
No. So we multiply this by this. Now we need to multiply this by this. Understand?
Oh, okay.
So going to be 4 by 1, right? Plus
3 by -5.
Right, 3 by -5. Right. Okay. Now, Nicholas, you understand how we did it for this, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna do the same procedure, but with 6-4 now. The same exact procedure. So what is the first element here?
2.
What's the first element here?
6.
So we're gonna say
2 by 6.
add what?
-1 by 4.
-1 by 4. Perfect. Right? And then you're gonna take the 4 tree and repeat the same process. So 4 by
6 and 3 by 4.
Right. Oh yeah, I forget to show you the hack with the Casio. We went on around talking about where to get the calculator and thing. I wanted to show you how to do matrix multiplication on the Casio. I will show you that just now. So 2 by 1 is what? Tell me, Nicholas.
2.
Where's -1 or -5?
That's
Wait, don't use a calculator.
+5.
The calculator. Where's a negative by negative?
Positive
Where's 1 by 5?
5.
Positive 5. It's just 5. Here, what? I'm trying to get you into the habit of not using a calculator because in the paper one, you're not going to have a calculator. You can't use a calculator for the paper one. Right? What's 2 by 6?
2 by 6 is 12.
Right? Okay, forget about the sign, right? What is 1 by 4?
4.
4.
Give me real excited, boy. Wow, that's real energy. Right? Then we have negative by positive. What's our negative by positive?
A negative.
Right, so I put negative by the 4. You understand how we do that? Right. What's 4 by 1?
4.
Right? Okay, so forget the sign, right? Where's 3 by 5?
15.
Where's positive by negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Right, so negative 15. 4 by 6 is?
4 by 6.
Let me share an easy way to do this, right?
24.
Right. I was gonna ask you, where's 4 by 3? Where's 4 by 3?
12.
Where's 12 by 2?
12 by 2 is 24.
Right. So, like, I just do that in my head, right? Like, if I see 4 by 6, I would split it up like this. I would say 4 by 3, right? And then I would multiply that by 2. Because 4 by 3 is 12, and 12 by 2 is 24. You'll get back the same thing. Yeah. That's how I do mental maths in my head. And I break it up into parts like that. So, 4 by 6 is 24, right? What is 3 by 4?
12.
Right. So, Nicholas, what is 2 plus 5?
7.
Right? What is 12 plus -4? Wait,
8.
Yes. Now, I'm making our life real simple. I'll let you figure out what the plus sign in the middle. Right? So, you can just think of this as 12 minus 4. 12 minus 4, that's 8, right? Okay, what is 4? 4 minus 15.
Negative 11.
Right, negative 11. What is 24 plus 12?
36.
Nah, that'll be 36, right? 36. Okay, Nicholas, how you find ours? Easy or hard?
It was easy.
Right, you can get a marks, man. You can get a mark. So let me show you how to do that on your Casio, right? So everybody, pull out your Casio. Have your Casio unlock, right? Have your Casio unlock. Right. So everybody only have a Casio, it's all right?
No, mine get destroyed.
Well,
I have a solution. Yeah.
right, so what you want to do, right? If you have this exact same Casio that I have, right? You're going to press menu setup, right? And you're gonna select matrix. So press menu setup, right? And you should see the options come up. You're gonna press matrix. Yeah. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then you're gonna press equal. Then they're gonna say define matrix A B, C, or D? So we are going to define matrix A. Press 1, right? How much, like, okay, for our matrix Q, how much rows do they have?
2.
Right? So they're gonna define the number of rows as 2. Right? Then they're gonna ask you the number of columns. Using number of columns.
2.
2. Right? Now you could put in the matrix. Right? So you're gonna put 2, right? Press 2, then press equal, that should lock it in. Then press -1, press equal, that should lock it in. Then you're gonna press 4, press equal, that should lock it in there. Press 3 equal, bam. All right, everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Give me a second, eh? The Casio, I have a bit different from this. So I'm trying to remember how to do it here. All right, it's supposed to have a, and we can figure it out, right? So press equal, then I want you to press AC, right? You press AC,
Yes, sir.
right? You're gonna press menu setup again. Then you're gonna press matrix. Then you're gonna define a second matrix. So let me call our second matrix B, right? So you press 2 for B. I'll do it more or lose, yeah?
No, sir. We here, sir.
Why were we doing
We here.
15
All right.
minutes?
Right? So what's the number of rows for the second matrix? R.
2, sir.
Right? And the number of columns is also 2, right? And we know that it's 1, 6, -5, putting that in, 4. Right? Okay. So now I just need to remember how we get in that back. Give me a second, guys. All right. I'm gonna press AC. I just trying something. Give me a second. Okay, never mind. This is very different from the Casio I had. Hmm.
Look at this man trying to lock in, boy. Look at him. Look at him.
Wait, let me just look it up online quickly. I cannot see in the matrix button. That's weird. Right?
Ah.
Okay. So they say, and then press option, define matrix. Once all matrices have been defined, press option and 3. Use option 3. Then. All right, let me just check something. Oh, look, I get it, right? I get it. Nice, nice. So what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna press OPTN, right? Option. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what you're gonna do is we have matrix Q stored under matrix A. So you're gonna press 3. That's matrix A, right? Then you're gonna press multiply. Then you're gonna press option again, OPTN, right? And then you're gonna select 4 because we stored matrix R under matrix B. So press 4.
Wait, you're showing them how to do the matrix on up on the calculator itself.
Yeah. Okay, watch, guys. Check it out. Did we get the correct answer? Look at the screen. Did we get the correct answer?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
All you understand why I say Casio reigns very supreme?
Yeah. And I could too.
Yeah. So, Nicola, you're looking very confused. I don't think you get it.
No, sir. Mine showed an error, so I think I did something while going through it. So I was just trying it back to see.
All right. So, Nikolai, you already defined the matrices, right? So, are you seeing the exact thing I'm seeing with the matrix?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you see OPTN? Like right on that shift. Are you seeing OPTN?
Yes, sir.
You're going to press that, right? Right. So, Nikolai, then you're going to press 3. MATA should come up.
Yes, sir, I have it.
Then you're going to press multiply. Then you're going to press OPTN again.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to press 4. You should see MATA by MATB.
Yes, sir.
Press equal.
Okay, now I get it. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So here what? Here what? If in the exam, right? Or the time rail, like the time on against all you, and you want to get at least 1 mark, do that and write the answer. You'll get 1 mark. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Right? So we okay with that? And let me show you something, Like I telling earlier, the Casio is overpowered. The Casio could do the determinant fair, right? It's honestly insane what it could do, right? Watch. You see that, Nikolai? You could find the determinant on a Casio.
But then again, they gotta ask you for workings and everything. So this could just be the correction. Like, just make sure you get your answer correct.
Yes. If you want to check if your answer is correct, you could do this. Right? And I'm gonna check something. Right. And it could also do the adjoint as well. Yeah, I'm serious. The Casio could also do the adjoint. Aren't you mind blown?
Yeah, like this saving me a lot of time. But yeah.
Yeah, the Casio, guys, get a Casio or a Sunway or something.
So I heard expensive, no?
No, the Sunway that they are talking about is like $150, like 150 to 185.
But which part again? Not to buy.
Again, I'm Mohammed's bookstore. Check Mohammed's bookstore.
It's so far, you know, 5 from there.
Where are you living?
I live in Rio.
Oh, you live in Rio Claro.
I live in far, you know, far that is. To go and get one calculator.
Nah, it'll be worth it, guys. And the thing that trip gonna be worth it.
Yeah, because CXC
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
just now, and you're gonna need
And
that calculator.
CX next year too, so.
Yeah, you should probably get it. It would have been a cool question if we could have figured out the bearing. She would have had to take to go from where she is right now to the bookstore. That'll be cool. Could I do that?
Real.
Yeah. You would need actual Google coordinates and all kind of things to map that out. And you would need, by the way,
This man going to a GeoGuessr.
I like geography. I like you could see maths being used in daily
I do geography, you know, sir. I pass that subject. Don't worry,
Okay.
that subject easy.
Okay, good. Right? Guys, if you're using bearings in a practical sense, right? Practically. And when you're doing bearings, it's always with reference to the north line.
Yes, sir.
And Earth has its natural north. Like if you have a compass, and the compass would automatically align to north. If you know what I
Yes.
mean, like it would always point to north. And like when you move, the angle would move away from north, and that would tell you the bearing. So Earth has a natural north. And when you move the compass, so like what? Let's just say this is the compass here, right? It will be pointing to north, right? When you rotate the compass, the angle is going to offset from north, and that's going to give you an angle. And that is how a compass is showing the direction. That's how a compass is telling you what direction to go in. That's how it is work. Like, because when you turn, you're measuring an angle with reference to the north line, and that would tell you the bearing you would have to take. So if this was Kimmy, right, and this was the bookstore, she would have had to take this angle over here, which is looking like 49 degrees or something. So she would have had to take a bearing of 49 degrees on. If Kimmy had a compass, she would have had to stick to 49 and just keep going in that direction, and she'd have reached the bookstore. Yeah. Geography vibes, maybe.
Yeah, that geography easy.
I tell you earlier, I want to expand my empire. Yeah, I want to.
Geography, should teach geography too.
I feel like I could teach all science subjects. You want
I do
to
in agri and I do
That
in
is
T.
perfect, sir, because I do no science subjects, sir.
I do in NT and I do in agri.
Okay. The only science subject I might not like is chemistry. I don't really like chemistry, guys.
Yes, sir, you know real
I
hard.
agree.
Yes,
I
sir.
agree.
You
Chemistry
know
is
real
the
hard.
worst,
The
right?
hard at NT science, you know.
Yeah, I hate chemistry, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
Chemistry is the worst.
Yes, it is. It truly is. I hate organic
So
chemistry.
what about physics?
I love physics. I love physics. I love
Nah,
physics.
Loki,
I like
organic
physics.
chemistry easy
And
once you get
integrated
like
science,
physics.
in the science, it's real easy. I
Like,
don't care what nobody say. That subject is easy.
okay, if I see my room, like in my room, it have capacitors, it have resistors, it have diodes, it have multimeters, it have circuits. Like when it comes to the electrical part of physics, I see man. And when it comes to the thermal part of physics too, I see man. Right? I really like physics. I really like physics. And I like waves and optics too. Waves and optics is goated. I really love physics. I teach physics, by the way.
But certain subjects to cover the syllabus, eh? They don't
Say that
really
again?
do. They don't really do certain subject again.
Well, I know the subjects it is do. I know the areas it is bring. They still bring electromagnetism and electronics. They still bring that, right?
Yes, sir, they bring the logic gates and all too.
Okay, I'll tell you something, right? The logic gates will only come in paper one. It will not come in paper two. Yeah, like I do remember the last time I see a logic question in our paper two. I do remember the last time, and I did quite a lot of papers. I did not see it. It's only in the paper ones you will see logic gate questions. Oh, and by the way, I just teach physics, I have a Form 4 class in
Yes,
physics.
sir, I see that and all too, sir.
Yeah. And like I have a document here that is this is one of the 17 hours of physics. So I do this in one night, 103 pages in one night.
He must by spreading to physics vibes now.
No, I teach in physics around the same time I teach in maths. It's just like I start maths first and physics. Because my first set of students, in my second set, they wanted me to teach physics, so I do that. But yeah, I really love physics. And if all they want, I think I saw this document already, this document have everything. Like if you had this document, you could pass the physics exam.
I think so, sir.
Like
I just want to check back to see.
It have all the formulas and all the definitions and everything you need to know. Have everything.
That's what I do NT science.
Okay.
I'm doing bio.
You doing
Bio, I have my friends said bio very hard. They said they wanted to choose science. NT science and bio.
Bio only hard because there's plenty to remember. Like when I did Cape biology, like Cape biology, I did not like that.
So Cape biology, how on start chemistry then?
Yeah, like I don't know how I pull off my ones in biology. Like okay, the only thing I got a 2 in was communication studies.
But I have a real good bio teacher, but you just get a real thing when you're in something to book in time on campus. Sometimes we crying in that class,
He's like, Cora, what's all there?
So he does use some words he not supposed to be using, but we kind of know more with it. But go get him now.
I don't know. I feel like when people looking for teachers, I feel like they just select. Like I feel like it should have like a stricter like requirements, like a stricter check. Like people really be letting anybody teach in our school. It's crazy.
The most
Now
important
just
one
want
is
me to just pass the
communication
work,
skills,
but
though.
my English
So,
teacher, don't get she mad.
I said,
That
because you see, my I'm POB teacher. She come in the school when we was in Form 4, Term 2. And right now we in Form 5, we're not Term 2. And we still learning nothing from 21st period teacher left.
Yeah, and you know the
They're
crazy thing
doing
is,
nothing about it.
them still getting paid, them still getting paid. Like they don't like I feel like they don't realize how much they are affecting all their life. I don't think they realize how much they could affect all their life, right? And
So
it's
you
so
know how much complaints we make on she and still she leave?
I don't know what to say, right? That not good. But
So at a point of time, the training in class, I don't even know if she went to my cry, but I thought she was at that. So who was at that and the woman went quiet.
hey, and what school is this?
Waterloo Secondary.
Waterloo Secondary. Okay. I'd never had any dealings with Waterloo Secondary. Like I'm based in South, so most of my students, like okay, my first batch of students was DB High, my second batch was Parvati, and then it was convent. I had a bunch of convent students. And well now like since it like kind of blew up, I have students all over. But I never had any dealings with Waterloo.
Da.
Yeah, Ivan?
So my time nearly up and
Yeah, let me just finish this thing fast. Because I want to do this question. I want to do the January 2025 question. So let me just speed run this thing. Right? So Nicholas, let me just do this fast, right? So Nicholas, what are they telling us the determinant is? In this question, what is the determinant of A?
5.
Right? So here what we're gonna do, we're gonna find the determinant of this and play it equal to 5 because we know it's supposed to be equal to 5. So how would I find the determinant of A?
4 by x and negative 1 by 7.
And that's supposed to be equal to what?
5.
Right, so supposed to, because they're telling us that directly, right? So 4 by x is what? What's 4 by x?
4x.
Right? So let's work this out on the inside first. What's negative 1 by negative 7?
Positive 7.
positive.
Right, positive 7. So we end up with negative 7. Watch, negative 7. Right? And that'll be equal to 5. What are we trying to find for over here?
X.
X. So what is the x term? What is the x term on the left-hand side?
Wait, repeat it?
What is the x term on the left-hand side? What is the x term?
4x.
Right. So 4x belongs over here, right? Does minus 7 belong over here?
No, sir.
No, it does not. What are you doing over there, right? If you want to find for x, the x term should be the only thing on the left-hand side. So if I take minus 7 and I move it across, what is it going to turn to?
Positive 7.
Right. And another way to think about it, right, Nicholas? If you want to get rid of minus 7, what is the opposite of minus and 7?
Yeah, change it to positive.
Right, think about it. If what's the opposite of taking away 7?
Adding.
Add. So if I add 7 to both sides, what's gonna happen with the negative 7 and the plus 7?
It will cancel out.
Exactly, right? So that's why that's how this trick come about. That's how the trick does work. Right. So what is 5 plus 7?
5 plus 7 is 12.
Right? 4 by what is 12?
3. So
the
x will be 3.
Yeah. Right? But in long working, you divide both sides by 4, right? So the 4 would cancel off, and that would leave you with 1x. 4 into 4 is 1, right? So x is equal to 3. You understand this question?
Yes, sir.
And if you wanted to see if it's correct, let me show you how you can do that, right? Check this. So on the calculator, on matrix mode, you're going to press option. You're going to press define matrix. You're going to define our matrix. I will call it A. A is a 2 by 2, right? So it's 4 minus 7 right? And what we find x to be?
3.
Right. So I define our matrix there. And in my calculator, I can find the determinant.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So look at what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to press option and I'm going to press 3 for matrix calculation. I'm going to go back on option. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to press 2 for determinant and option. I'm going to select 3 for matrix A. And when I press equal, what am I supposed to get?
The determinant, well, 5.
You see how every single thing working out?
So,
Yeah, every single thing
I know
working.
shorter way I can do this question because I know in maths I can do it the shorter way or thing. I don't know.
This question is not a hard question. This is it. This is you working. This is you working.
No, but what teacher tell me I can do it shorter way try to save time and thing in the exam room.
You don't really have any other shorter way you could do this. Like, okay, if you're a really good math student, right, you could skip a lot of these steps. So if I'm looking at this, I would write 4x, right? 4x minus 7 is equal to 5. I move across the minus 7, 12, x is equal to 3. That's how I would do it in the exam. I would skip out a lot of steps, right? I don't know that's what I mean, but what I showed you was the correct way and the way they want to see in the exam. This is what they want to see, right? They don't really have any shorter way to do this. Otherwise, I would have shown you. Don't really have any shorter way, right? All right, so Nicholas, you feeling a little more confident with matrices now?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's see if the training paid off. Let's see how you're going to handle the question in 2025 January, which I said was one of the harder years, right? So let's go. So Nicholas, first things first, right? Tell me the order of this matrix.
2 by 2.
Right? This is our 2 by 2. And what was the order of this matrix?
2 by 2.
Right? And this matrix?
2 by 2.
Now let me explain something, right? Anytime the order of the matrix is the exact same, when you're adding, you're just gonna add the corresponding elements. Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let me show you how they're gonna look like. So in brackets, I'm going to write 4 plus x, right? Because I'm gonna add 4 and x. That confuse you?
No, sir. I learned this in school already, so.
Okay, cool. And
yeah.
What's 0 plus
0 plus 3, negative 2 plus 8, and 5 plus negative 1.
Right. I just taking my time with it for anybody that it might be new to. Minus 3, 2, 8. Right? Can we simplify 4 plus x, or we're gonna leave it like that?
We could simplify it.
No, you can't. Nicholas, a mistake real students make, right? For some reason, they would look at this and they would say 5x, which is extremely wrong. That is wrong to the highest degree. Let me explain why, Nicholas. 4 is a what?
A constant.
And x is a?
Variable.
Right. Are they the same species?
No, sir.
No, you can't combine them then. Think of it like this. Could a cat and a horse make a baby?
No, sir.
Well, you can't do that. You can't do that. So I don't think 4 and x could like give you an answer, right? So you can't simplify that because they are not like terms. So I'm actually going to leave it as 4 plus x, right? And what's 0 plus 2?
2.
Right? What is minus 2 plus 8?
6.
What is 5 minus 1?
4.
Right? And that would be equal to this. Right? So Nicholas, what kind of matrix we have on the left-hand side?
2 by 2.
How about on the right-hand side?
2 by 2.
You see, anytime you have this situation, you can equate the corresponding elements. So you see the 4 plus x, right? I can let that be equal to what?
Repeat what you said?
You see that 4 plus x? What could I let it be equal to?
-3.
Right, -3. And I think you can see it for yourself, right? Watch the 2 and the 2, you give back the 2 and the 2, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What we're gonna let 6 be equal to?
Y.
Right? And what are we going to let 4 be equal to? 4.
4.
Right.
Oh,
Everything making sense?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna say 4 plus x is equal to -3. Who is the imposter here? Who shouldn't be on the left side? Who shouldn't be?
X.
No. X. You're trying to find for x. You're trying to find for x. If you're trying to find for the unknown or the variable, you keep it on the left hand side. So we're gonna leave x on the left hand side, right? What doesn't belong there is the
3.
4,
Or the 4. Or the 4.
right? The 4 shouldn't be on the left hand side. If you're trying to find for x, x supposed to be the only thing on the left hand side. So Kimi, can you see that x is not the only thing there?
No.
What do you have on the left hand side? You tell me, what terms it have? It have what?
A 4.
Have a 4 on it?
And add sign or what is called a.
Okay, a 4 on a x. Have a 4 on a x.
Mm.
Forget about the outside. Have a 4 on a x, right? If you're trying to find for x, the only thing that should be here is x. X is equal to something. So 4 doesn't belong here. So we're going to take the 4 and we're going to move across the 4. That's what we're going to do. If I move across the 4, then I will only have positive x, which is just x, right? And I'll write -3. And if I move across 4, what will it turn to?
-4.
Right, -4. What is -3 minus 4?
-7.
Right. Right, so this is one of our answers, right? And additionally, what would y be equal to?
6.
That was hard or that one easy? Y is equal to 6.
It was easy.
Yeah. And if you're confused, look at this, right? Check this out. I keep drawing a trapezium. I'm going to draw a rectangle. All right. Yeah, if you are confused, look at this carefully. Guys, 6 and y, since both of them was a 2 by 2 matrix, we could have equated the corresponding elements. So if you notice, the 6 and the y is in the same place. So we can let 6 be equal to y, right? And if 6 is equal to y, y would be equal to 6, right? So yeah, you guys understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Did bring another question? Okay, this time is multiplication. Nicholas, want to help me with this question too?
Sure.
All right. I taken off the training wheels. You tell me what to do.
Row by column. So
What is the first row? What's the first
5
row?
and -3.
Right? And where's the first column?
A and C.
Where's the first element here?
5.
The first element here.
A.
Okay, so I cannot get a jump start there now. So tell me what it is.
Okay. So 5 by A
Right?
plus -3 by C.
Right. Okay.
Right. And for the other one, it will be 2 by A and 3 by C.
Remember, I did show you a hack. If you were doing it correctly, it's supposed to line up. Just be the same. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Next one now. So we multiply this by this, and we multiply this, this. So what column are we going to move on to now?
The second column.
Right. So we're going to say 5 by
5 by 2.
Right. Plus
-3 by -1.
Right.
And 2 by 2 and 3 by -1.
So again, you see the hack I was talking about, right? Watch.
Yes, sir.
Right. And that's supposed to be equal to what?
Negative 10, 13, 17, and 1.
Right. So 5 by A isn't 5 by A. Let me just write it over here. 5 by A is what?
5 by A.
5A, right? And minus 3 by C is?
Negative 3C.
Right? 5 by 2 is?
10.
Minus 3 by minus 1 is?
Positive 3.
2 by A is?
2A.
Right? 3 by C is?
3C.
Right? 2 by 2 is?
4.
3 by minus 1 is?
3.
Minus 3.
Negative 3. Okay.
So let me show you a little hack, right? Yeah, what? You multiply this out. Everywhere where you do have an unknown, you're supposed to get the number. Let me explain what I mean by that. So, okay. Look at where the 13 is. You're supposed to get 13 over there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to get 1 over here. Well, you see how I'm working out or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because 10 plus 3 is 15 and 4 minus 3 is 2. Right? However, you're going to end up with 2 equations. Seeing that 5A minus 3C is equal to minus 10 and 2A plus 3C is equal to 17. So let me show you how we would handle that, right? Let me show you how we would handle that. Simultaneous equations. I know real people hate that, but I'll show you a real easy way to do it. Don't worry. Right? So yeah, Nicholas, remember, if you have the same order on either side, you could equate the corresponding elements. So what is the corresponding element for 5A minus 3C?
13.
No, not 13. Look at where it is. So,
Oh, negative 10.
right? What is the corresponding element for 13?
13.
Yes, 13, right? What is the corresponding element for 2A plus 3C?
17.
Right? What is the corresponding element for 1?
1.
Right. Okay, so you think we would bother with that?
No.
No, we're not bothering with that, right? Because we getting 13, 1. You're not bothering with that, right? Because that's numbers. We're trying to find for A and C. So we are interested in 5A minus 3C and 2A plus 3C. So let's continue, right? Yeah, so Nicholas, what do you think I'll say 5A? What do you think I will say 5A minus 3C is equal to?
Negative 10.
And what do you think I'm going to say 2A plus 3C is equal to?
17.
Right. I'm going to call this equation 1. I'm going to call this equation 2. Now, I prefer to do the elimination method. I think it's easier. Let me show you, let me explain the concept, right? Guys, how much unknowns we have here? A and C. How much unknowns is that? If you have A and C?
2.
2. Guys, do we like when I have 2 unknowns? Do we like that?
No.
No. So our goal right now is to eliminate one of the unknowns. And to do that, you either add the 2 equations or you subtract the 2 equations. So generally speaking, if the coefficients are the same, right, you subtract. If the coefficients are opposites, right, you add. So guys, let's look at something, right? Can we get rid of E? Like if you add or minus, you get rid of E. Think about it. If I add, I'll get 7A. So I still have A. If I minus, where's 5A minus 2A? Somebody tell me.
3A.
Okay.
3.
Right. Tell me, Nicholas, did we ever get rid of A? Did you get rid of A? No, we didn't get rid of A, right? So we shouldn't be focused on A. What we should be focused on is C. Let me ask that question. What is the coefficient of C here?
-3.
And what is the coefficient of C here?
+3.
If you have -3 and you add 3 to it, what happens?
It will become 1.
Watch the machine concept, right?
Positive 3.
No. Guys,
It
how
will
much
become
C's I
0.
have here? How much C's I have here?
3.
3C, sir.
Okay, if I take up 3C, how much C's I have now?
0.
0.
Exactly. So minus 3C plus 3C is 0, right? So what we're going to do is, so like, look at the rule. Look at the rule I'm saying. If you want to get rid of C, right? Make the observation that they are the opposite. Can we see that they are the opposite? Minus 3 and 3?
Yes, sir.
Right. So all we're going to do is we're just going to add both of the equations, right? We're going to add both of the equations. Because if I add -3 to 3, what happens?
It will become 0.
It becomes 0. And if we do that, which unknown we would have gotten rid of? Which unknown would we have gotten rid of?
C.
Exactly. And that will leave us with how much unknowns?
1.
Exactly. And we could solve for that when we have one unknown. So where's 5A plus 2A?
7A.
What is minus 3C plus 3C?
0.
Right? What is minus 10 plus 17?
7.
7, yes. Right? So we end up with 7A is equal to 7. So what by 7 is 7?
1.
So your answer is 1, right? And the long working would be to divide both sides by 7, right? Why? Because you want to find for 1A. So 7 into 7 is 1. So 1A would be equal to 7 over 7, which is 1. And just by looking at it, I think you could see your answer, Nicholas, like 7 by 1 is 7.
Yes, sir.
Great. So we found for A. That's one of our problems gone. We're still missing what? What are we still missing?
C.
Right. So to find, why did I just write A is equal to C? Why did I just do that? Right? So A is equal to 7. So to find the answer, you are going to select either one of the two equations. So which one do you want to pick? Equation 1 or equation 2?
Right, 2.
All right. So make a little note, right? To get plug, right? To get C, plug it into either 1 or 2, right? And make A the subject. So Nikolai, you said 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. 2A plus 3C is equal to 17. All right. So Nicholas, you there?
Yes, sir.
So Nicholas, what do we know A is? What do we know A is? What is
A
A?
is 7.
Right, A is 7. So anywhere I see A, what am I going to write instead of A?
7.
Right, so I'm going to write 2 by 7. I'm going to write 2 by 7 plus 3C is equal to 17. What is 2 by 7?
14.
Right? Kimmy, I want to see if you get it now. Kimmy, what are we trying to find for over here? What's the unknown? What is the variable there? Oh, Kimmy, are you seeing any letters over here?
Yeah, we find them from C.
Yes, we find it for C, right? So if we want to find for C, we want it to eventually look like this. So C should be the only thing on the left-hand side, right? So Kimmy, can you tell me what is the C term on the left-hand side?
3.
3C. 3C.
3C. Yeah, 3C.
Right. So we want 3C to be the only thing on the left-hand side. If we want 3C to be the only thing on the left-hand side, what should we move across?
The 14?
Exactly, that 14 should not be over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Kimmy, if I move across that 14, the only thing I'll have on the left-hand side is 3C. So then I'm going to write 17, and if you move across 14, what would happen to it? What would it turn to? So Kimmy, if you move across something over the equal sign.
So me I don't know.
All right, negative 14.
Negative.
Anytime you move something across the equal sign, the operation changes.
It will be negative.
Right, because Kimmy, and we could both agree that this is positive 14.
Yeah.
If you, what's the opposite of positive 14? Negative 14, yeah, negative 14.
Negative 14.
Right, so when you move it across, I'll turn to negative 14. Right? Cool. So 3C is going to be 17 minus 14, which is 3. So, Kimmy, what by 3 would give me back 3? 3 by what is 3? 3 by what is 3?
9?
No, 3 by 9 is 27.
3 by 1?
Yes, 3 by 1. All right, so Kimmy, the answer is 1. Now, what I'm showing earlier is like a deductive procedure. So if you look at 3C and we know it's supposed to be equal to 3, and you could look at this and you could think to yourself, 3 by 1, wouldn't that be 3? And you can see that.
Yeah, I get that. I don't get it.
And if 3 by 1 would be equal to 3, what do you think C would be? Somebody tell me.
C would just be D3 divided by 3.
Right, but Nikolai, I show you like a deductive procedure. I show you a way to think about it differently. So Nikolai, if you have 3 by C, right? 3 by what is 3?
3 by 1.
Exactly, so your answer is immediately 1. Understand?
Yeah, but sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
If we have it like this here, then I think you did something wrong with the beginning of the part, sir.
What is wrong?
Because 7 divided by 7 is supposed to be 1.
I don't know how I write 7 there. The first time, okay, when I had to write the answer initially, it was 1. It was 1. And then I erased it and I put 7. I don't know.
Yes, but that's why I'm saying this part here now. I was letting you finish because it would have come up to that 3 divided by 3 was 1.
Yes, my bad. My bad. I don't know. Thank you. I don't know how that happened. Right? Right? So 2 by 1 is the same procedure though. 2 by 1, right? Plus 3C is equal to 17. Right? 2 by 1 is 2. 2 plus 3C. Right? So Kimmy is the same process, right? So Kimmy, what shouldn't be on the left-hand side here? What should not be on the left-hand side? Kimmy, what are we trying to find for? Okay, I'm not hearing from Kimmy. Somebody tell me, what are we trying to find for?
Trying to find for C, sir.
Right.
C.
If you're trying to find for C, C should be the only thing on the left-hand side. So 2 does not belong there, right? That 2 should not be on the left-hand side. So if I move across to 2, then I'll only have 3C on the left-hand side. That's going to be 17 minus 2. So 3C would be equal to 15. And Nikolai, what by 3 is 15?
5, sir.
So you see, you could see your answer immediately that way, right? So you know your answer is immediately 5. C is equal to 5. Right? And if you're doing the full working, I would divide both sides by 3. C is equal to 5. All right, let me know if I understand this question.
Yes, sir. What's my thought, sir? When you have to use the 5 and substitute it into the other one, or isn't that unnecessary?
Say that again?
Like we find C was equals to 5, and we did that for the second equation.
Right?
It was just a thought that if we use the 5, we would have substituted into the first equation to find out for that one and out to say. But I wanted to know if that was too much or if that was unnecessary.
You want to plug 5 into this and find for 8? That what you're saying? Or you want to verify if your answer is correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you want to check if your answer is correct, you're just going to take A and C and plug it in. That's what you meant? As I was saying?
Yes, sir. With the C was equal to 5.
And A is equal to?
1.
Right. So let me show you what Nikolai is talking about. And I was going to tell you this just now. Right? Watch this. If our answer is correct, it's supposed to satisfy this system of linear equations. And so we know A is 1. So anywhere that I see A, what would I write?
1.
Anywhere that I see C, what am I going to write? 5. And if we are correct, what it is supposed to be equal to?
-10.
-10, sir.
What is 5 by 1?
5.
5.
What is minus 3 by 5?
-15.
15.
Nah, Kimmy, that's -15.
Alright.
If you're confused, watch this, right? What is 3 by 5?
15.
Okay, write the 15, right? Put on the 15. Right, next question off here. What is negative by positive? What's a negative by a positive? Okay, a negative by a positive is a negative.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that, but I'm not gonna say it wrong. So yeah, but
Yeah. So 3 by 5 is 15. A negative by a positive is a negative. That is one is 5 minus 15. Right? And guys, what is 5 minus 15?
-10.
-10.
Right. So is it consistent with what it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Right. So it satisfies this equation. So that's good. Let's see if it satisfies the other equation now. So A is 1 and C is 5, right? So I'm going to write 2 by 1 plus 3 by 5. And if we are correct, what is it supposed to be equal to?
17.
Supposed to be equal to 17, right? What's 2 by 1?
2.
Right? What's 3 by 3?
15.
What's 2 plus 15?
17.
Right. The maths Matson to the highest degree. Everything working out. Yeah. Again, this is why I love maths. If you're doing something that's wrong, you could check in the exam if you're doing something that's wrong. It just simply wouldn't work out. Right? And I have a question, guys. If instead of using, so we actually used equation 2 to figure out C. If I use equation 1, would I get a different answer?
Yes, sir, but I got a different answer.
No, you would. I get the same answer.
You would I get the same answer?
Yeah, let me show you. Watch this, right? Or, right. Nikolai, let me wrap this up, right? So 5A minus 3C is equal to minus 10, yeah?
Yes, sir.
What we know A is?
1.
Right? And C, we don't know what C is. I just leave that blank.
Yes, sir.
What's 5 by 1?
5.
Right? So 5 minus 3C, and that's equal to -10, right? So
yes, sir.
What doesn't belong here?
The 5.
The 5?
Yeah, the 5 should not, good job to me. The 5 should not be over there. What are you doing over there? Right? So we're going to send the 5 across. So if I do that, on the left-hand side, I'll be left with minus 3C. And if I move across positive 5, it's going to turn to -5. So I end up with minus 3C is equal to what? What is minus 10 minus 5?
It's supposed to be 15.
Negative.
Minus 15.
Minus 15. Yeah.
And what by minus 3 would give a mark minus 15?
5.
5?
Yeah. And the full working would be to divide both sides by minus 3. Right? A negative divided by a negative is a plus, and 3 into 15 is 5, so plus 5.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, the math's very cool. Maths very
So maths not cool, that is busting your brain.
no like
Nah, not busting your brain.
Imagine you have to go in the exam room and think what you put in the exam. Like,
I like to think that everybody has different opinions, right? Like and it's true somehow they would actually never like maths, but at least I'm trying to show you that if
yes, sir, but we don't have a choice. We still have to do it.
exactly like and still like if you sit down and you list out each procedure and it makes sense and they keep going and it making sense, eventually you'll get the correct answer. It's not that bad, right? But for those of you all that like maths, I want to show you that everything is connected in some deep way that's greater than us. Like like I,
100%.
I little find this cool. Like we use equation 2, we get 5. We use equation 1 and we get 5. And when you plug back everything in, you gain back minus 10 and you gain back 17. Everything, every single thing worked out. Right? It can't tell me that's not a little bit that cool in my opinion. That kind of cool.
Yeah, it is, sir.
Yeah, everything come full circle. So that's it for the matrices past paper review, right? Yeah, guys. Wait till I'm just end the TikTok live. So yeah, guys, that's it.
So, you have class tonight?
No, I don't have class tonight.
Alright.
That's why I have class here.
What topic we gonna do after that?
Well, we still have to
I
do
know it's not the topic in matrices, that is what I asked you.
we still have to do transformation matrices, right?
Yes, I know that one real good.
Right? So when you're doing that, right? It says that is a transformation matrix multiplied by the object, and that would give you the image. So you need to know that T multiplied by O would give you I, right? You need to know that. And you also need to know how to deal with composite transformations or combined transformations. So like they might say T is happening first, then A, find the combined transformation. You need to do that, right? And you'll also be able to find the object given the image. And to do that, you'll multiply by the inverse of the transformation matrix. This will make a lot more sense tomorrow, right? But how are you feeling with like this is majority of matrices, yeah? Because guys, we do so much past papers, and are you see anything about transformation?
No, sir.
No. So transformation matrices is not likely to come, but you should still know it. You should still know it, right? But we went through the things that are most likely to come first.
It's about that other teacher that not coming for sexy.
No. You have it wrong. Again, everything in maths is connected, right? And it is on the syllabus. So CXC could pick something from the syllabus, right? You learn a syllabus, right? Everything that you're learning could come, but it may not come, right?
They're tricky with that question,
They're not tricking you. They're giving you a syllabus, right? And they're giving you some concepts you have to learn. And they could test you from anywhere along that line, anything to see if you understand what was going on. I feel like you have a very dim outlook on maths. Like maths is really cool. Everything is connected on.
Also, maths is my enemy right now.
Just from knowing you, it seems like your foundation a little shaky. I feel like I want to do an algebra session for you, right? And especially with directed numbers. I feel like what giving you trouble is the foundation. Because I think you can understand these stuff, but a simple thing like this, right? 4 plus minus 3 might confuse some people because they might see plus by minus 3 and they might know what to do. But positive and negative is a negative 4 minus 3. And then another problem might come up. If you don't know directed numbers, you're not going to be able to move on, right? This one's simple, but what if it was like minus 7 plus 2, right? So it's a lot of simple things that I think some of you all might be lacking. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Yeah? That tends to happen in maths. Maths is like climbing stairs. If you skip, you might fall down. If you skip a staircase, you might fall down. So I feel like that's what giving you trouble, Kimmy. The basics, the fundamentals. I think that's what you giving you. I think that was giving you the trouble, right?
Yeah.
But everybody else, what do you think about matrices?
It was good.
It easy.
I don't understand.
I understand it, but I feel like you have a little dim outlook on maths. Like, and your fundamentals are a little shaky. So until we don't work on our fundamentals, you're gonna keep having that outlook on.
Maths is not my thing.
If you say that maths, okay, I'm gonna say some hard bars here, right? Tough bars. If you say maths is not a thing, it will never be a thing. That's so keen. That's so keen. That's so keen. If you say you will never be good at something, chances are you probably will never be good at something. Right? You putting that upon yourself. You manifesting that. If you say that you manifesting failure, right? Instead, you should probably say, you know, I could do the maths. Right? You should probably say, I don't like maths, but I'm willing to like it. I'm willing to try to like it. You know, like it has some room.
Once you put your mind to something, you can do it.
Exactly, because I used to do really bad at maths. I used to fail maths. Like in primary school, I used to do real bad at maths. It's only like in standard 5 I started to do good at maths. So I understand very clearly where you all are coming from, and I understand very clearly where you could get lost. That's why I just take my time and go over every single thing. Like if I wasn't on issues, like a simple thing as plus minus 3, I might scratch my head, I might wonder. But now I know better. So the fundamentals very important. All right. So yeah, guys. That's it for today's session. I will send these notes on your group chat very very soon. But yeah, guys, people on the TikTok live later. Right? I'll just stay for a bit. I just want to take like a little video. You know, I feel like I want to do that just to document these things, right? Just to document these things. Right? When when I graduate and you finish, you could look back at these memories and be like, ah boy, I was real grinding maths. Right? Yeah. Right. Let me stop this shit. All right. So, right, guys, this is it. This is the 6th installation. Right. I will not be having a live tonight. The live, we just finished the live. We looked at a bunch of past paper questions on matrices, and these are the survivors. Right. Or you have anything to say?
It was good.
It was good.
It was good. It was good.
Tomorrow.
Right. I will see you later tomorrow. Right. I will see you later tomorrow, 7 to 10 p.m. Praise God. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at transformation matrices, and we're going to be looking at vectors. How will you feel about vectors?
Vectors?
I never do that.
I think so.
What is vectors?
It's so.
It's confusing for me, but then I kind of get it inside, so it's okay.
Because in vectors is really it's like common sense, because you gotta know which direction, and then you gotta know if it's either the positive side or the negative side.
Yes.
It could be a good subject for me, sir.
Yes. You hit the nail on the head, right? You hit the nail on the head. When I'm teaching vectors, I try not to teach any formulas. I try to show you all like concept. Like if you want to unmuted. Yeah. When you're doing vectors, I want a little go into tomorrow thinking vectors is just directions, right? If like how would you go from point A to point B? Try not to remember any formulas. Try to use intuition to figure it out. But yeah, guys, I hope all you have a blessed day, right? See you all in live tomorrow. Later, guys.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.